Texas.
Dallas, Texas. Yeah, so the thing is, like I've told a lot of people, is that you need to kind of run like a 30-day test in your area. So obviously in the course, I talk about marketplace groups, Craigslist, and then, physical magnets. We talk about, advertising on apps. What I advise everybody to do that signs up and gets in the course, and even if you're, just kind of out there phone flipping before you even got in the course, is basically post like 5 to 10 ads on each different advertising platform. So post like 5 to 10 ads on Let Go, 5 Miles, OfferUp. Those are kind of the 3 big ones that work really well for most people. Post 5 to 10 ads on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. On there, you kind of want to be slim, maybe like 3 to 5. Don't try and do 10 because you'll get banned. And then also try posting in a local for sale group, maybe 5 to 10 ads or 5 to 10 ads throughout a couple different groups. And what you want to do then is you need to try and get each different advertising platform, try and make sure that each advertising platform has around the same amount of ads. That way it keeps each platform's advertising rate fair. Like you don't want one platform to have 10 ads and then the other one has 5. Then you're not going to get fair or true statistics. And then what you want to do is, I know this is kind of long and drawn out, but trust me, it works. So basically do this for a period of 30 days. And then what you want to do is you can either write it down like in a Word document on your computer or even scratch it out on a whiteboard or piece of paper. And basically what you'll do is, speaking of whiteboard, I wonder if I got my marker here. I should probably just show you guys this on a whiteboard. This is kind of actually important. So if I can find a marker in my mess of an office, okay, actually I've got like 3 of them right here. Okay, we'll do this on the whiteboard. Just hold on one second. So let me get it over here. So this is basically what I would call like a case study. I'm just gonna get situated with the whiteboard here. But this is basically what I would call like a case study or an advertising case study. So, okay, so here's what you do. So let's just say we'll do Craigslist. We're just going to abbreviate all these. So, and then up here, we'll do platforms. So these are your advertising platforms. So Craigslist, Facebook. Now Facebook, down here, you could have like a little abbreviation. So like M would be marketplace, and then G for Facebook groups, because that's pretty much all you can do on Facebook is groups. And then you could do PA for paid ads or like boosted ads. So obviously on Marketplace, they now have like you can boost your Marketplace ads, which for me personally has got me some really good results. So Craigslist, Facebook, here's your platforms, and then we'll just do apps. And then in the apps, we'll just do 5 Mile. I don't think people use 5 Mile much anymore, but for some people it's good. And then Let Go. And then, so 5 Mile, Let Go, and then OfferUp. OfferUp works really well for me.
Yeah, OfferUp is a very big platform.
So what you try and do is, because like I said, you want the advertising to be fair for this like 30-day. So it's like a 30-day trial basically. And in the 30-day trial, you're going to do 10 ads on Craigslist, and then you're going to try and get on Marketplace, because Marketplace obviously – typically, most people on Marketplace get really good results on their ads,
Yeah.
So on Marketplace, we'll go 5. And then on Facebook groups, what you should do is you should join like 2 different groups and just try and post like 5 ads.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I'm actually in like 10, 15 groups. And I just post a ton of ads to them every week.
Perfect.
Yeah. They don't really allow more than like 1 ad per week, though. They kind of ban you off of that.
Yeah, you need to be careful. So that's, in my opinion, what you should do is join like 2 groups, or you could do this study with your groups that you're a part of, but kind of just post in the ones that seem to get the most feedback or the best feedback.
Yeah.
And basically, so we're going to say Facebook groups, you've got 2 different groups you're a part of, and then you're going to post a total of 10 ads, so probably 5 in each. And then the paid or boosted ads or paid advertising, you could run 5, or what you could do is you could take the paid ads and boost them on Marketplace. But we already know Marketplace is going to perform well because Marketplace is just kind of awesome for buying phones. And then on 5 Mile, we're going to do 10 ads, and then Let Go, 10 ads, OfferUp, 10 ads. Now, if you start getting banned, you can always bump these down to 5. So if you start getting banned, just post 5 and redo them. But anyways, so that being said, what you can do is post all of these, and then on a notepad or a Word document on your computer, make a file that looks just like this, basically, or even if you want to write it, sometimes this is easier to write out just because you kind of got all this stuff going on. And then what you guys should do is, if you're kind of wondering where you should be advertising, is basically split the 30-day trial up into like 1 month. So then you'll do week 1, okay, and then 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks, and then so on the 4th week. And what you're going to do is, after you start, so you'll want to start like maybe on a Monday, or you could start on a Sunday. Run your ads from Sunday to Sunday. So then what you're going to do is on week 1, you're going to go Craigslist. You're going to look back, and you got to kind of keep track of these every day. Otherwise, you're going to have a big problem at the end of the week. Craigslist from Sunday to Sunday got you, say, 15 leads. And then what you want to do is you want to do closed. So the closed is going to be the actual leads that you closed. And then you're going to write, like, let's say you got 5. So you got 15 leads from Craigslist in a week, and you closed 5. And then you're going to do the same thing. So Facebook, you're going to write that. And let's just say you got 100 leads and you closed, I don't know, 15. And then you're going to do the same thing for the apps, okay? And so what you're going to do is, let's just say 5 Mile, and then Let Go, and then OfferUp. Let's say 5 Mile, let's say it only got you like 5 leads, okay? So you only got 5 leads, and then Let Go got you 15, and then OfferUp got you, I don't know, 20. So then what you're going to do is, when you're kind of starting to be limited on time, you're going to run this from week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And at the end of this 30-day trial, or this basically 30-day advertising case study that you do, you guys are going to want to go back and you're going to want to prioritize your time on the best advertising platform. So you can see that Craigslist, although you only got 15 leads, we closed 5. So what that tells us is that Craigslist has a really quality, that was a tongue twister, Craigslist has a really quality lead. I mean, these are really quality leads coming in, really good customers. So after this 30-day trial is over, we know that we need to go back on Craigslist, and we need to pump up our ads and try and do 3-4 times the amount of ads that we had up here, because we only started with 10 ads. So this is like a trial case study for advertising. So basically what this does is, it's like a process of elimination. It eliminates what advertising platform does not work in our area. Because see, a lot of people are so stuck on having to run paid Facebook ads, or I need to be on all apps. They think that they need to advertise in every platform. But what you actually need to do and realize is that in some areas, guys, certain advertising platforms don't work as well for others. Like here in Wisconsin, Craigslist personally, for the bang for the buck, works better than any other platform besides Facebook Marketplace. So I do a lot of Craigslist. A lot of people join up for the course, or they'll come to the group and they'll say, hey, Luke, why doesn't Craigslist work very good for me? You know, is there something wrong with my ads, or is there something wrong with my area? But what it actually is it's just every area in the United States and in Canada, for those of you that flip in Canada that'll be watching this, each platform works differently just depending on the area. It depends on the group, just depends on the people in it and what they're most comfortable using. Here in Wisconsin, a lot of people know about Craigslist rather than other advertising platforms. It's starting to change. OfferUp is starting to be really good for me. So is Facebook, so is Craigslist. It's starting to get better, but some areas, certain platforms just work a lot better. So if you guys are having problems with leads or advertising, if you guys run this case study, basically, if you run this 30-day trial and do it exactly how I did it here, you basically draw this out on a piece of paper, post your ads out, and then break them up into week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Then you will know at the end of these 4 weeks which platforms are the best. And then what I want you to do, so just kind of keep this in mind here. Hopefully you guys can see all this. After that, after the 30-day trial, because a lot of people are kind of confused on time management and kind of like what you should be actually spending your time on. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to draw here one more time quick. Basically, process of elimination. So if Craigslist comes back at number 1, Craigslist is going to be your number 1 advertising platform. It's that simple. And then if it's Facebook, Facebook's number 2. So what this means is, before you even touch Facebook ads, you want to make sure you've got 30 to 40 Craigslist ads, because Craigslist is your number 1 lead generation platform in your area. And then Facebook came back at number 2, so you want to prioritize Facebook. And then if number 3 was apps, that's how you want to play it. So you want to make sure that you've got Craigslist down and Facebook before you even think about apps. It's process of elimination through the case study that we do. And basically then at least if you do have limited time, or let's just say things aren't going so hot, you've just got a really busy week and you can't get to your computer much, at least you know you are using and prioritizing the best advertising platform in your area. And there's no way to know this unless you do this advertising case study that I just showed right here. There's no way to know it because every single area is different. If I tell you Craigslist is awesome and it's not good in your area, it's because I'm not in your area and I haven't done this case study. But this is something that I've done basically pretty much since I started phone flipping, and I really haven't revealed it a lot to a lot of people because I kind of figured, a lot of people did something similar, but then I started realizing that people were getting so confused on why Craigslist or why a certain advertising platform wasn't working for them, and that's when I started showing everybody this. So I hope this helps a lot of you kind of figure out what platform works for you, because you kind of have to determine it for yourself by doing something like this. And then once you do this, you will know which advertising platform to spend the majority of your time on or to run advertisements on based on your area. So
yeah, that's perfect. I think I'm going to start that after this month, just end the month and then start July like that, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. It's really
ads. Yeah, go ahead.
It's really good to kind of start this fresh. That's a good point. If you guys are going to try this, make sure you do it like at the start of the month. It's just so much easier to keep track of everything, and then you can kind of get a fresh start. But definitely, I mean, if you're having issues with it, definitely give it a whirl,
For me, paid Facebook ads run really well. I just am having a problem with ad fatigue with those. Like, I ran one ad campaign. I spent like $60 in total on it, and I got back 140 message replies off of that. Yeah, so that was really good. I got a ton of leads off of there.
Sure. But so are you talking about the Facebook Marketplace boosts?
Oh, no. Like, I have a Facebook page that I ran Facebook ads off of.
Okay, sure. Yeah, something we should talk about quick. I don't know if everybody's aware of this, but you can actually, at this moment, you can do paid Facebook Marketplace post boost for your personal page, and they work pretty well, to be honest.
Really?
Yes, you can. Yep.
So like my own page, I can put that on Marketplace?
Yeah, you can put it on Marketplace and then actually boost the post.
Oh, snap. I did not know that.
Yes.
That would work a ton better, I think, because you kind of narrow down your market.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of nice, honestly. What I'm going to do for you guys quick, I'll probably pull one up here that I recently boosted. Definitely worth the money, though. I will say that. So I got so many leads off of it, and I was only spending $10 a day, which obviously is pretty important. So I have two different Facebooks that I run ads on. My main one, obviously, that you guys all have me on, and then I have a personal page, and it's just full of shenanigans and stuff. And I run Facebook ads on that one also. But I want to show you guys this boost that I'm talking about. So. And I reached a lot of people, actually, so it's pretty crazy. Let's see here. Okay, so the boost, for whatever reason, it's not letting me share my screen, but basically the post that I made was buying iPhones, and what I did is I boosted the post. I boosted it basically for 10 days, and 12,440 people it reached. I spent $100. And basically, it looks like I ended up getting 200 leads out of it. So, and I closed a lot of people. So that was really, good for basically bang for the buck. I mean, that's a lot of leads. I mean, it's basically, I don't know, like 50 cents a lead, I think, at that rate. So it's pretty cheap. But definitely paid advertising on Facebook is, I mean, it's just.
Yeah. For me, when I first started paid Facebook advertising, I never knew that direct buyers even took financed phones. Like, I thought like, oh, that's an automatic blacklist, other than, AT&T pretty much. But I thought like, oh, Sprint Finance, that's pretty much bad ESN. They wouldn't take it. So I kind of like shut down a ton of leads for that.
Yeah, pretty much all direct buyers take that kind of stuff. George had a question. George said how, so hold on a second. I'm going to mute you and unmute George because it looks like he had a question. Hey, Timothy, welcome. George, are you there? Do you have a microphone? I'm trying to.
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, George?
Oh, sorry. It's just I know I've seen on my marketplace. I've seen other people that are that have like paid ads on marketplace. I was just trying to figure out how you do that because I don't know if I don't have the feature yet, but I haven't been able to see how to do that yet.
Okay, yeah, I could actually show you how to do that if you'd like.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you don't have to do it now. If you want to drop a video later, I've been trying to figure it out. I've looked on YouTube, and I think it's a pretty new feature because there's like nothing
It
out there
is it
yet.
is a new feature, and here's the thing that I will say. In order to run a personal page Facebook boosted ad, you need to make a new post. You cannot do it on old listings. It's something that recently came out, because on the profile, on the Facebook profile that all you guys have, I have old advertisements that have just kind of been running forever, and I do not have the option to boost the post. So in order to get a new boosted post, or in order to boost a post, you need to basically make a brand new post, which is kind of hard because Facebook likes to flag the phone flipping ads quite a bit, but it's definitely possible if you follow along kind of what we've, gone over in the group, and how to avoid getting banned and flagged, and how to get your account unbanned on Marketplace. But basically, I'm going to go in here. I'll actually show you how to do it. It's actually really simple. Let me share my screen for all of you guys. Is anybody else having this problem, by the way? If you guys want to just shout out loud or drop a comment in the chat, it's all good. So let me see here. Okay. Here, I'm going to share my screen. This is on my other profile, by the way. This is my personal profile. On my profile that you guys all have, I don't really have any new ads posted, just because I don't want that account to get banned somehow. But this is actually how you post boosted ads on your personal page. So you can see these are all newer listings. The ones on my other page are pretty old, but you can see that you can actually just hit boost listing, and you just boost it. So example, this watch right here, if I wanted to boost this, you just hit boost, and then you run it for 3 days. Usually I just put my budget to $10 a day because I like to keep it even. It says it'll reach around 1,000 to 4,000 people. And yeah, then I just basically throw it up there. And that's kind of cool. See, what's funny is by boosting your personal ads, it kind of just shows it to people, just like it's like basically a Facebook ad, but it's a personal post. So, and that's what it looks like on mobile marketplace. And then this is what it looks like on a mobile newsfeed. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, does that kind of help you out at all, George? Are you still there?
I don't think he's talking.
Yeah, he
Mike's muted.
Yeah, he muted himself. Hold on a second. I'll see if I can unmute him. It might have done that when I shared my screen. Are you still there, George?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Did that how does your screen look, or do you want to share your screen? Because we can talk about it right now. I mean, that's what the group chat's all about. So
Well, I'm actually on my phone.
Okay.
I haven't.
No problem.
I post. I post every day. I have actually have 5 Facebook accounts that I post on Marketplace from.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's why I like.
Must be using that catfish method.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. When I saw those videos, I was like, hell yeah, that's badass. But yeah, I guess because I'm posting from mobile, I haven't seen any boost post yet. But I'm gonna try posting some today from my Mac.
Definitely
Laptop.
try and do it on your desktop. That's where I post the majority of my ads from. On my phone, I kind of just post repeat ads. So try it on your desktop and see if you can get it.
Yeah, dude, I'll post in the group. Let you guys know. I'll definitely post my ads for the week.
Yeah, sounds good.
Boosted ones.
Awesome. And something to keep in mind too, just kind of everybody on here tonight, and then whoever watches the replay, make sure you guys are posting in the group rather than messaging me. I mean, I appreciate the messages and everything, and I'm there to help you, but it's so important to ask the questions that you do inside the Phone Flipping Academy members only group, and then tag me, because if I write this long, detailed answer, then everybody in the group can see it, and then it answers everybody else's questions if they had that same question. And obviously it helps new people too that are in there. So if you want to post that later, George, that'd be awesome. So
yeah, man, right on. Thanks.
Sweet. Yuri had a question. Can we talk about yard and garage sales? Hey, Yuri, are you here with us?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, great. Let me get some water first because I have food on my mouth.
No problem. Must be a big question. You got to drink water first.
Yeah, I went recently to a yard sale. I never have been to them. I heard everybody say go to yard sales to sell other items, and they actually had electronics there and board games. So I went in and bought some board games, and I made a profit of $100. It cost me $2. I was like, well, damn, this is this is a big profit margin with such a low budget. And
Awesome.
I've been saving my money, so yeah.
Nice.
And I saw some old NES or Super Nintendo games, like the ones that you said in the video where you flip the games. But because of my age, I don't really know too much about those games. And I saw them there, and I'm like, well, how do I go about them? Do I just buy them and see what comes off, or like research? How do you do it when you go to garage sales?
Basically, are you talking about video games at garage sales?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I mean, you kind of got to feel it out, or you've literally got to ask them if you can test the video game console.
Okay.
Because of the fact that it's so important to make sure that the stuff works, because obviously if the stuff doesn't work, it's not going to amount to anything. It's not going to be worth anything. You have to be so careful when buying vintage and older video games, just because there are fakes out there. Now, the good thing is, if you go to a garage sale, typically that kind of stuff is not going to be a fake. They're not people who fake, video games. Where actually you got to watch out for that stuff is buying on eBay and online. That's where you can run into people making fakes or counterfeits, or people who just have them and don't even realize it. But a lot of the good stuff actually gets found, at least for me. I've found a lot of good video games at garage sales that have been authentic. And I've found a lot of authentic video games at like flea markets or just kind of like random estate sales. So just kind of keep an eye out for them. I mean, basically all you can do is just look up the name, see what they're going for, and then kind of feel the person out at the garage sale, or, the garage sale itself, just kind of the environment, and just kind of make a judgment call.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, yeah. As far as garage sales, they can be really good or they can be full of junk. That's kind of what it is in my area. Garage sales are either really, really good, or they're just basically full of junk and there's nothing there. So watch out for that. Like, one of the things that I do typically is, if I drive by real slow and I see a bunch of old clothes or like children's clothes, usually those kind of garage sales are more like personal stuff. It's not going to have a lot of stuff to resell. But if you don't have much better to do, stop at every single one, because sometimes you never ever know. I don't have them sitting on my desk anymore, but last week it was kind of a slow day for me. I just picked up a Note 5, and it wasn't, or not a Note 5, it was a Note 4. It wasn't anything special, it was a small flip, probably make 50, 60 bucks on it. But I ended up running into a garage sale that day. I stopped there and I found a Coach purse, brand new with the tags on it, that had a tag for $400 basically, a Michael Kors purse for $400, and a pair of Coach shoes for, they had the tags on them for like $350. So it was kind of nuts, and I paid $50 each per item and made the person an offer for all three. So that was super crazy, and I'm sure I'm going to make 50 to 100 bucks on each of those. So never know, keep your eye out for garage sales. I think they're great, I guess, if you're asking what I think of them.
Yeah, it was like 3 blocks away from my house. So I'm like, that's pretty close and convenient. So, and they come there every week. So
definitely. Something I can show you guys quick, since we're talking about garage sales, is hold on one second. I will show you guys a really cool app that you guys can use. And it's actually called Yard Sale Treasure Map. I'll hold it up here. Hold on one second. Let's see here. Okay, unfortunately, it's not going to let me show you guys the app because I already have it installed, because it just goes into it. But this is called Yard Sale Treasure Map. It's a really, really good app. And what's cool about it, as you can see here, you can actually see all of the local garage sales listed on this app in your area. Now, what's really cool is, what I personally do, just kind of a strategy that I have, when you click on the sale right here, you can actually change the color. And what I will do is, the garage sales that I go to that are good, I will change them to green, and that shows me that I went there, I bought an item, and that it was a profitable garage sale, and then I've already been there. The ones that I go to that I don't end up buying anything, but I waste my time driving there, I change those to an orange color, as you can see. So you see the green, the orange, and the red. The red are the ones that I have not completed yet or gone to yet, and then I change the color to orange if I went there and I couldn't find anything to buy or resell. So if you guys are looking for garage sale stuff, download the app Yard Sale Treasure Map. It's a really good app. Have you used that yet, Yuri? Yuri, I think, muted his microphone.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. No problem.
I remember you mentioning it before, but I couldn't remember the app.
Definitely. Yeah, it's called Yard Sale Treasure Map. Here, I'll show you it. You can see it on my phone right there. Hopefully it'll
Yeah, I've
focus.
heard of that app before.
Yeah, it's called Yard Sale right there. The one right off to the left. So Yard Sale Treasure Map is what you guys want. It's really important. So if you guys want to succeed at garage sale, it's really good. Like I said, there's just really good options in it. So
Yeah, I went to one the other week because I was just driving by it, and they didn't really have any more electronics. They're like, "Oh, we already sold those out." I mean, I gave them my business card, and they were like, "Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hit you
sure.
up if we have anything."
Sure.
I have one question though. How do you run your offer up and let go ads? For me, I used to run them, but they didn't really go that well for me, so I just kind of stopped messing with them.
Okay. Basically, offer up and let go ads, I pretty much run them the exact same way that I run my Facebook Marketplace ads, kind of those same style pictures. And then on top of that, I'm kind of cautious about how I advertise, never over advertise because you can get banned easy. And then typically I try and run 3 to 5 ads per app, and I always try and have the ads boosted.
Okay. Would you post all the ads at the same time, or would you just like post them throughout the day?
What I would do is I would first warm the account up if it's a newer ad account, like basically.
This account's like an older account that
Okay.
I use a lot.
Yeah, if it's already all good and it's not going to get flagged for spam, I would post probably 1 ad, honestly, just because you never want to get banned. If you get banned, it's kind of becomes a pain getting back on those apps, and I tell everybody this. But if you get overly excited and you get banned, it's a big process kind of getting it back. You might have to go to like McDonald's, use Wi-Fi. But if your account's in good standing, post 1 or 2 ads in the same day and then boost them, wait like a day or two, and then post maybe another ad, and then wait a couple more days, post another ad, and then do the same. So in 1 week's time, you should have around 5 to 6 ads up on OfferUp, and that should be good. And then what you can do is you can boost 1 ad one day, and then on the next day, you can boost another ad. So you can kind of alternate boosting the ads. That way each one kind of gets a little more attention on different days. But that's how I run my app ads on the phone, and they seem to work really well for me.
So would you just run them, you post them all throughout the week and just run them for the next month, or?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Same thing with Marketplace. A lot of people think that you need to constantly post new ads on Marketplace. Facebook has algorithms where basically if you only have a Marketplace ad up for like 2 days, you're not really reaching the full potential. If that ad starts to get traction or starts to get views, you want to leave it up and kind of let it run its course. Then at the end, or basically at the end of the week, Facebook will give you this option to renew the ad. Instead of deleting it and posting a new one, just hit renew. So it's going to do the same thing over. Now, after around a month or 2, I do recommend possibly trying to post new ads on Facebook Marketplace, because sometimes if you keep renewing the same ad over and over again, or you have the same picture posted, then basically you're going to keep attracting the same exact customers that might have said no or might have said yes. So it's good to switch it up, or instead of deleting it and reposting it, you can change the picture on it and then hit renew. Sometimes it flags it for review, but you can usually just get it reapproved. So try that method also.
The problem I had with Facebook Marketplace ads is like I'd post it and it would like ghost me. It wouldn't ban it or anything. It would just like give me 1 or 2 views and that would be it.
Okay, you might need to slow down then on Marketplace. Maybe try and post some legitimate things. I know it sounds silly, but it works. I mean, it could be as simple as anything. It could be as simple as literally, posting a mug that you have laying around at your house. I mean,
I've sold a few phones on there, so it doesn't really ghost those. It just ghosts my actual ads that get approved or that don't get flagged, I guess.
Okay, well, what we could do is sometime probably after the group chat if you want, post some screenshots of your Marketplace ads in the Phone Flipping Academy members only group, and I will review them along with the rest of the group, and we can see if we can get you some views on them. But typically what that means is Facebook's intentionally ghosting those ads, and that your account's kind of under review, or it might end up getting banned off of Marketplace. So we'll take a look at all your ads and see what we can do, see if we can get one to stick for you that's going to go through. So one technique, I guess I'll show you guys this really quick. This is kind of important, and this is actually something that I need to put out in the course because it's kind of important. This is what I call this is kind of like a secret Marketplace ad, but what you do I'm going to share my screen here really quick, and you guys will see that it got viewed by a lot of people. So this marketplace ad right here, viewed by 5,161 people. So that's a bomb marketplace ad. I mean, that's like an awesome marketplace ad. So here's the trick. So what you do is you use a picture of a brand new phone. You put the title, iPhone X and iPhone 8. So it's just basically saying that there's an iPhone here. None of these keywords are going to get your ads flagged in marketplace. So you then put the price at a ridiculous amount where basically everybody that sees that ad is going to freak out and try and message you. And then in the description, you put pain, cash emoji, and smartphone emoji for smartphones, all carriers, all conditions, new, used, locked, broken. Here's the cool thing. The people that message you thinking that you have a phone for sale typically have a phone that they need to sell, or they might even have an older one besides the one they're actually using. So you can convert all of those into actual leads or sales. 2, people who actually read the description will also message you. What's really good about this is viewed by 5,000 people for free. So this ad, these kind of ads work. They're basically kind of like undercover marketplace ads where you're basically posting a phone that looks like it's for sale in order to actually generate people who have phones to sell, or people who want to upgrade that might have a phone laying around to sell. Good thing about it is they never get flagged and you get tons of views like this.
Do you mind if I screenshot it just so I can get the format down?
Yeah, absolutely. No problem.
All right. Thank you. Perfect. You can X out of it now.
Cool. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, I hope that helps all of you out. We're coming up on basically 30 minutes here in our group chat. Yeah. So we'll probably come to a close here. I appreciate everybody coming out and all the questions and stuff. What I'd also like, I'm going to make a post tonight in the members group on what new stuff you guys would like covered in the course, because I am going to be extending the phone flipping course here, and I'm going to be adding a lot of new content. So stay tuned for that post. Drop me some comments on what stuff you guys want to see, questions, whatever you got. And I will post this replay in the group, and it will be up online in the course too. So I'll see you guys all next Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
You bet. We'll see you guys.